This water probably $5. A little water.
Shit, crazy.
I need it though.
Fuck around, be some toilet water. That's how they get your ass. Be
It's
like, God,
it's some bullshit.
yes. We are back. No, that's from the back. Nah, I started. What's up, everybody? It's your favorite cleanup crew. We back. It's your boy Rome Jones, and I got my crew with me. You know, I got my DJ with me. You know, I got my boy DJ Biggs in the building with me. IAX is in the building for sure.
Yeah.
But, y'all know we got the big cuz with us too.
The
Shout
big
out to our big
cuz.
Sonneray! What's up?
What's up?
How we doing, y'all? I see everybody's like, so first of all, I just want to just shout out all the listeners and all the audience that we have out here because we've been gone for a little bit. And we apologize, all right? But we've been doing some things. We've been traveling. We've been all over the world. We've been, across the country. Like we've been doing some things, y'all. You know what I mean? We've been out here. And my boy Biggs, I mean, where you at right now? Looks like you.
Man, I'm in. It's like 6 out here. I'm on the West Coast with it. You know what I'm saying? Out Vegas, man, just work. A brother does have to work for a living too. But I love y'all at the same time because it's my passion.
And then I see you, Charlie. You just had a major one as well. A major trip that you've been kind of been holding. Well, I want you to tell everybody about it. I want you to tell everybody about it. You've been kind of holding out, right. And telling us all about it, giving us the detail. Charlie.
Yeah, so I've been in Japan, mainland Japan to be exact, and I was out there for about 2 months. So yeah, that was, I'm glad to be home though. I am. I can't complain. It was a phenomenal experience, but yeah, that was it's quite the trek.
For sure. I mean, 2 months. I mean, it's a long time. You know, when you think about it,
yes, sir.
Family as well that's over here and waiting on you, and I know that they're just thrilled to have you back and so forth, and we glad to have you back as well.
Yes, we are.
Now,
glad
Biggs,
to be back.
How long are you in Vegas?
I'm a little quick trip, man. I'm here for a couple of days and I come back. And I fly back to the East Coast on Thursday morning. I'll be back. So in and out, man. No gambling. I don't really gamble anyway, but I ain't trying to make Vegas any richer than they already are. So I'm in and out, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We need your pockets to come back.
Right. We need
brother.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, it has me thinking because I used to travel a lot for work as well. I don't necessarily do it as much as I probably would like to at this point, but at the same time, I do, I have gotten home. I've gotten used to being home, right, and not moving about that much. But I do enjoy a little time away sometimes. Okay, which takes us into our topic for today, which is travel, right? Travel with or without your partner. All right. Ooh. So, as you all know, that here on the Saturday morning cleanup, we like to talk all things relationships, love, and there's a lot of love and patience that goes with travel, right? On both ends. And I think that all three of us can really attest to that. And the first question that I kind of want to throw out here to the group to kind of get you all's thoughts on this is, how do you feel about traveling without your partner? We'll start just without them first, okay? Now, you both have recent examples. Currently. Okay? So I'm going to kick it over to you, Charlie. What's your thoughts on this?
Oh, yeah. So my recent trip to Japan, it was for work. I did travel without my spouse. I traveled without my wife and my child. And that it's like you're excited because it's a different experience, but you want to be able to experience that with your spouse and with your child, with your children if you have them. And so it was just kind of like being in a whole new world, and I want to indulge in these experiences with my family, and I couldn't. So it was a little bittersweet. It was a little bittersweet. It took me a moment to just really dive in and appreciate the experience that I had the opportunity to have. So, but yeah, it's a little it was a little tough on this end. It's a little tough. I prefer to travel with my wife and my child because, again, you know, just talking about life experiences and stuff like that. So it was a little rough.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
What?
how did you navigate that? Like, how did you walk
Oh, Google.
What you mean by Google? What you mean? What you talking about?
Literally navigated with Google, but now with my wife, we are, and two, just to kind of give you some context, Japan at the time was 14 hours ahead of US East Coast time. So it's a lot of FaceTimes, a lot of texting, you know, a lot of WhatsApp. um,
Hmm.
so, you know, just really trying to find different ways to keep the lines of communication open. Because even though I was there for work, you know, still wanting to feel that connection to home. And, you know, I appreciate my wife because that wasn't an easy task being away for almost 2 months, and you know, you having to really, you know, hold down the fort in the States. So and it wasn't a quick little plane ride either. So
Yeah.
No. Like, how many?
So
Now, did you have like a bunch of connecting flights, and all that too?
so on the way there, I flew from DC to Canada, and I had a layover in Canada, and then I flew from Canada into Tokyo.
mm.
So yeah, now on the way back, that was a different story.
But you got caught with some layovers?
Yeah, so
Oh wow.
I ended in Sasebo. That was my last
What salsa?
place.
Who? Salsa?
Sasebo.
Salsa?
Sasebo.
Salsa? Who?
Salsa hoe. I thought that's what I
Salsa?
thought.
Sasebo. So that was my last stop there, and so I took the bus from Sasebo to the Nagasaki airport, and then I flew from there to Tokyo, and I left from Tokyo and flew to Dallas, and I flew from Dallas to back to DC. So yeah,
Mm.
it was a long day, man. That was whoo. I was exhausted when I got home.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
believe it. I believe it.
yeah,
That
That's
jet
like
in and
24
out.
hours of traveling, right? Almost 24 hours.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that was
I
challenging.
I would have gotten to bed and curled up ASAP. Like, I'm going right to sleep.
Or
Leave me alone.
would have slept for the day. The next
Right.
Yeah,
like
yeah. It took a little, you know, a few days for me to kind of bounce back because coming back was worse than going. Because you know,
Mm.
you gain the time, but like I'm flying and it's just daylight.
Yeah.
It's literally just daylight until I ended up leaving until I ended up leaving Dallas. I was like, I'm my circadian rhythm, all of that is off.
hey, look, I would be. That sounds so annoying to just
Yeah.
have a day of day. You know what I'm saying?
You're like, and you know, you close the blind, close the blinds. Oh, and by the way, I flew first class, so that was
Oh,
Mm.
yeah. All my flights are first class, so that was a treat within itself. But you know, you close the blind, and like I'm trying to keep in mind what time it is in the States and all that kind of stuff. But boy, you lift that blind up, and it's just bright ass sun.
Just bad as hell. Like,
Right.
damn.
all day.
I landed in Dallas like wait, what is
Going
going
on?
on? Yeah. Yeah, and then you know Dallas is behind because I think that what are they Central Time
Central Time, yeah.
or
I had
something like that. So
Mhm.
yeah, so coming from Japan back to the States to Dallas and in a different time zone and having to fly to another time zone, like yeah, I was
Awful.
done,
I just
done.
know you was off.
Yeah.
Up in the head.
I was done.
Well, we happy to have you back.
I'm glad
Yeah,
to be
for
back.
sure.
Also that you were safe. Okay.
Yes.
You got
Yeah.
back safely because
Yeah.
it's not right now. All right, it's just it's popping on plenty handstands up in the skies, and that's a whole nother episode, a whole nother topic potentially.
Yeah, I want to talk turbulence.
Right.
But that
Yeah.
matter of fact, yeah, don't take me down there. Don't take me
Yeah.
down that tangent.
Okay.
But
Okay. I'm about to hop on a plane Friday. Like,
I'm about to say I'm about to hop on the plane on Thursday.
yeah.
Please.
we will stay away from that one. What about you though, Biggs? I mean, like, so you're in the thick of it as we speak.
Yeah.
All right, but I mean, you've been out and about without your partner as well. So, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, honestly, I think it's just I always try to like make it it's a work trip, right? So I try to treat it as such. I call, I check in. I'm always keeping them up to date, letting them know like, hey, I may not be able to talk that much during the day, and as long as it's the FaceTime in the morning, I usually try to check in with her and baby girl and make sure they good, and
baby girl,
exactly. And then just kind of throughout the day, just kind of send her a text message, just because I know holding the fort down, holding the crib down is that's a real job, that's a real task on your own. So when you're doing that, you want to just make sure that person is kind of being noticed, and being seen too, because it's a lot, it's taxing, right? Because they used to having that extra person kind of help out and just take some relief off of them. So I just try to support her and shoot her a quick message like, yo, y'all have a good day, just send a funny text message or just FaceTime, just act goofy. Then after that, I just kind of try to explore when I can, or 9 times out of 10, like if I come to the West Coast, I'm usually like jet lag that first couple of days, and then I may try to go out, explore a little bit, but I be here for work, man. In and out trips, if it's like a few days, get in, get out, and get right back to the family. So I try to make fun of it, but for the most part, I'm busy on business time. That's what, what I'm saying, like, because I feel like
that's safe. That's safe.
Yeah. I feel like that's not right, because it's like I'm like, unless I'm bringing her, right? Because it's an opportunity where I can bring her. Like, I got the room. You had a room, everything on the company. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, dang, they ain't with you. You like, man, I wish you, like Charlie said, I wish you could experience what I'm experiencing. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you feel kind of like you got that, like, what's that thing? What's that?
Survivor's remorse.
Yeah, exactly. Because you seeing all I'm looking at these beautiful mountains and cliffs and all this stuff, and I'm like, dang, I wish they could see it, but it's like, you try not. Then it's like you try not to do too much. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's really it for me. It's just knowing what you're there for, and then being respectful and getting back to the family for real. For me, that's me. I can't speak for everybody else, but because some people be out here like, yo, let's go to the term, let's get more shots, more drinks, and I'm like, hey, bro, we got to get up at 8:00 in the morning, bro, like to do this all over. We gonna be at meetings all day. I'm not messing with you, so. But it'd be fun, man. Like certain trips you could do it on with the right people. You know what I mean? But for the most part, without the wife or without the family, I'm just locked in, So in and out.
Hey, family man. My man said, "Look, family."
Yeah.
Look,
hey, man. If I was single like 10 years ago, that'd be a whole different answer. But I'm a married man. I want no smoke. No problems. Leave me alone.
Leave it at that. Leave it at that.
Exactly.
Now I'm with you, because I'm a little bit of the same, right? Where I me and my wife, we're like this. You know what I mean? She's literally like my best friend, so I like experiencing stuff with her like all the time. Yeah. You know what I mean? So definitely when I'm gone for a long period of time, it's natural to want her to have it, being a part of that experience. However, I mean, and she know this too, and I expect her to do the same thing. Have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the thing about it, my supervisor told me this before I started doing all this traveling at the time, when I did. And yeah, they told me, they were like, hey, look, have a good time. Get the job done, you know exactly what you need to be doing.
Right.
Yeah. Use that per diem. Use that per
diem. Use the per diem, right? Be responsible, right? Now, granted, I ain't saying stay out to midnight or stay at the bar down in the hotel up until midnight.
Yeah.
Which some people do. Okay.
Yes.
That's not me. All right.
Hey, look, they want me that. They want me down there right now. They calling me right now to come to the bar. I'm like, bro, I ain't going nowhere.
I have to tell people I'm more of a happy hour girl.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Yeah, so we can wrap this up by 7:30.
You know what I mean? Because
you.
As you all know, when you're traveling, especially for work, you're busy.
Yeah.
Those days, they make you earn it while you're out there. You know what I'm saying? So you're not, nobody feels like doing all that stuff all night. You know what I mean? But granted, yes, happy hour, I'm down there. Yeah. I'm there. Like, I'm down there at happy hour though. But I ain't gonna be with you all night.
Right.
It depends on who you travel with too for work as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It depends.
I just need people to understand when to let it go. Like, we if we out here for a week, I'm not trying to eat dinner with you every day of the week. I'm not trying. Right. We've been looking in each other's face for like the past 10, maybe 12 hours.
I don't want to look at you.
I'm good.
Right.
I'm good, and I try to be social as much as I possibly can. But now I'm to the point now, business travel, especially if other people are involved, like I'm very upfront. Like I'm mentally done. Like I'm going back. I'm actually gonna order room service, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Like,
yep, that's respectful.
I don't blame you. And
to me, that's a good time. That's a good time.
And you
ordering room service. Oh, that's
what? About to do it right now tonight.
Look, be ordering stuff you don't even like. Oh, I don't even like cheesecake, but this say it's got raspberries. Let me get one of them cheese. Let me get one of them cheese.
So I'm the perfect person to travel with, right? Because when you travel with a partner, you more than likely have one rental car, right, between the two of you. At least that's how it's been in my past. But I'm the type, take the rental. I'm saying, you want to do something? Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't need it. Look, I just need to get to where we going during the day and back. And
that's it.
Yeah.
I'm good.
So
I'm telling you, as long as they got room service, I'm good. I don't need nothing else. And a nice little bar downstairs I can slide to if you want to. You know what I'm saying?
In a little local earth.
He said a little local earth.
Earth out there,
Can't forget the local earth.
You know what I'm saying? Except if you're international. This is a public service announcement. If you are international, do not get
we want you to come back to the States. That's what we say. We want you to come back.
Yes. Yeah. Don't even think about it. Just don't.
Right.
Just don't.
Vacation Earth is trash. The flip side of this question that I want to ask, and I can kind of get it started with this one as far as traveling with our partners, right? So we talked about how it is without, in depth here, but with our partners, long extended period of time, it's just you and them, probably you and the family. How does that look? What are our thoughts?
Okay, I want to go first. Okay, because I just saw something. One of my homies, he just posted a picture, right? Of I guess it was like a meme of when you're on a trip with your partner or with your significant other, right? They always let's talk about them wanting to take pictures and how you're the the photographer for them. You know what I mean?
The designated
photographer for them. Yeah. And they ain't paying you no fee, you don't get nothing, but you out there. Well, I don't like this picture. You snapping pictures. You getting the right. Now I might get in trouble for this. I'm a die on the cross for y'all for this. But I want my fellas to
Talk
understand
your shit, King.
that, and my ladies too, because there could be some men out here that be wanting their pics taken like that. You know what I mean? They want to model and do all that. It's vice versa, right? But I feel like they not your personal photographer, okay? We didn't go to photography school for that. I didn't do that. I'm gonna do the best that I can do to get these shots for you.
Yo,
Now,
Charlie,
if it don't work out,
struck a nerve.
if it don't work after the 10th or 20th picture that I took, you gonna have to Photoshop this baby girl because I love you.
I'm pretty sure it's written in the vows somewhere. It comes with the territory. Comes with the territory. But here's the thing, though. You can use that as leverage. So when it's something that you want to do, like, look, I took all these pictures. Now, I want to walk over here to the store or go in here or whatever. This is what we about to do. Right. Gotta use it. Gotta use it as leverage. Learn a couple of good angles. If you learn a few good angles, you don't have to do 20 pictures.
Oh yeah.
With my wife, on average, if it ain't other people involved, like taking pictures with, like her and her family or something like that, snapping photos like that, about 5.
Yes.
Right. Well,
that was my question. That was my question. Like, why are we doing 20, bro?
In and out. Like, now, because Daryl don't care, and it come out in. Yes. Daryl probably all right. One, 2, 3, click, 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 click.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
You're like, why are you this close?
Shaking.
No, I'm trying to do better, man. I'm trying to do better with taking the pictures, but I just found that funny. I saw that today. Somebody sent me that, and I was just like, man, I got to talk about this, man, because that's like, you got to take the pictures of your family or your significant other, and they always want to, they want to get their pictures right. You post it up,
Yeah.
So it's always funny. I just want to get y'all thoughts on that, and that's just something I always deal with on my end. So I'm working on it. Yeah. I'm a work in progress. I ain't a photographer though.
The first step is just acceptance, because it's gonna happen. Yeah. It's not gonna stop happening, and I just learned just to. I shifted my attitude about it. I know it's coming. Mm-hmm. Where you gonna stand? Oh, and you know what? You could even speed up the process. Suggest places with good lighting. Mm-hmm. You find some good lighting, just like, oh, this would be a good spot for you to. So that way you take your pictures. We go to the next spot. She might not ask.
Look, message.
I'm telling you, tips and tricks. I got you. Yes. I'm giving out all the code right now.
Right there. Like, that's proactive thinking. You feel me? You know what I mean? Like, let's go ahead, let's get this out of the way. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel you. And the thing about my wife, she's never been like super photogenic like that. I mean, she is. It's just that. I mean, I guess I'm probably the opposite end. I think I'm the person that. Is the hubby that's like, yo, come on, babe,
get a pic of me,
real quick. I think I'm the one in the relationship, but nonetheless, she keeps it pretty easy on me, in that regard. So, but I love traveling with my wife too, though. Just I guess to kind of go
absolutely.
Back to that too. I love going. Like when we went to Cabo a couple of years back, and that was the longest that we were away together for a long period of time. And anytime you can do like a long getaway trip, those are usually the best ones, especially if you're with your partner.
I agree. Oh no, I was just saying I agree with you. I enjoy traveling with my wife, and I would say my wife would be down for anything. I'd be like, "Ooh, I found this." You'd be like, "Okay, well, that's what you want to do. Let's go do it." So I like, just being open to trying different stuff, and even giving you the space too, because I feel like when you travel, depending if it's like a vacation, I'm a person, I gotta have at least like a day of nothing, like. Yes. And I like the fact that, or I love the fact that my wife would be like, okay, so today we just kicking it here at the Yep. Order some room service.
No, that's so true. You need that time just to relax and
Yeah.
just kind of like unwind. So
Yeah.
I definitely agree with y'all. Just traveling with your wife that's like the dopest feeling in the world, because it's like you get to spend time. Y'all just get to be goofy, like with other random people, just running up to random people, meeting random people and talking to them. Like, I think we went to I think it was Jamaica, and my wife, she every time we go somewhere, she always seems to meet like people from like London, and they always like take a real like liking to her from like overseas. So it's so weird, and I just like every time we go somewhere, them people over at the UK just love you, huh? And she just be laughing. She be having a real good time, man. And it just be funny to me. Like I just be having a, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was, but
he tried.
But yeah,
he gave it his best.
He tried it though, didn't he? He tried it. But nah, we definitely have a good time meeting random people. And she always be like, I think I made some new friends, and we just end up having a good time. So that's the coolest part, just meeting random people and just having, building relationships. It's crazy. So
brings up another funny question I got, right? And I feel like we all have this, okay? And this is a 30 seconds. I'm kicking this out here to you. What is, or actually, who is the most intriguing or interesting people you and your partner have met on a travel trip before, or on vacation?
Oh, interesting.
I'll go ahead. I'll go since since y'all think, right? I want to shout out this couple. The thing about it, I don't even remember these people. You know what I'm saying? I don't even remember their names, but they were so cool. These were our travel buddies when we went to Cabo. It was this young white couple from Seattle, and they were so cool. Like I'm talking about, to the point where we was going to their resort, they was coming to our resort. We was just turning up the whole time. You feel me? And it got so crazy one night. My wife, she got too drunk. They looked out for us. You know what I'm saying? And like she they were so cool because she threw up in their whole sink. Had they,
Wow.
I know this is too much information. Sorry, baby.
Put it all out there. Okay.
Right.
All in their sink. You know what I'm
see
saying?
how the Joneses get down on vacation.
I know.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
I ain't mad at it.
We here for a good time, not a long time.
There it is.
We goes in. But no, they were so cool. They were so cool about it. And we was actually supposed to link up with them way back when, but as you can see, that didn't work out. But yeah, that's me. Shout out to them.
I'm trying to think. I know. So when we went to Rome, it was kind of like this couple we had like met up with. We didn't realize they lived in the same area, right? So they lived in Maryland as well. And at the time, we didn't really kind of. It's a crazy story because it's like we still cool with them now. Like it was funny how everything like worked out. His wife and my wife had the same birthday, everything. It was just like trippy because I was like, dang. And then he was telling me like at the time about some new houses and developments in Maryland that y'all should check out. Fast forward 3 or 4 years later, we ended up moving literally a minute or 2 minutes away from them. So it's like that was a pretty crazy interaction to kind of meet them randomly on this trip, and then end up with like literally neighbors. So that was dope, and still to this day we good friends with them. So shout out to the travel agency we use. She's dope, but that was a crazy time. So
good times.
Yeah.
What about you, Char?
I don't think we've met like any interesting couples, but just interesting people. Because when me and my wife are out, people either think we sisters or it's like a mother-daughter relationship. It's weird. It's weird.
Not mother-daughter, yo.
Yeah, chill. Like we were we took a cruise and we was just chilling, in the hot tub or whatever, and this lady, this older white lady gets in, and you know you could tell when somebody want to strike up a conversation. So it's good, good morning. It was in the morning. It's like, good morning, whatever. How's your morning going? Blah blah blah. She's like, oh, is that your daughter?
Oh wow, that's crazy.
The way
She just came right out.
way she's sitting and laying on me, you think that's my daughter, lady? What? So I think we've met interesting people, like individuals. But yeah, I mean, I look forward to us being able to connect. If we go on vacation with other couples and have those positive type of interactions, but we haven't really ran into anybody, at least not worth chatting it up with.
Yeah. Right. Y'all ever heard the stories about couples like running into like people like trying to like get them to like swing a little bit?
On
that.
Yes.
I got a story for that.
I don't have a personal story, but on cruises they put something on a door. I can't really remember. I don't know if it's a pineapple or something that indicates, y'all.
What?
Yeah.
With it. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something.
Okay.
Learn something new every day. I didn't even know. Pineapple, you say?
Yeah, it's something. It might not be a pineapple.
You don't say.
Watch, a few months we went on a cruise. We saw some pineapples.
You seen them right? They were everywhere.
Yeah,
they was everywhere.
I can't remember if it's exactly pineapples, but it's something like that. They put it on their door, and it's an indication that they're swingers. Wow. I ain't never ran past doors so fast in my life.
Wow. Never seen
that's
that.
crazy.
Never heard of it. I mean,
yeah,
that's interesting. I mean, real quick, when we were same trip when we were in Cabo, it was this older couple. And think about it, when you're on vacation, and especially when you're on a resort, everybody's just lit. You know what I mean? Everybody's having a good time. So this couple, right? I'm talking to the guy, right? And my wife, she's talking to his wife, and all of a sudden it kind of like it switches, right? So he ends up start talking to her, right? And then I end up start talking to the wife, and then I guess from that interaction they thought that there was some type of opening. So when it came back to where I was talking to the husband was like, yeah, so my wife has some great tits, huh?
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
sir,
they're pretty big, from there, my wife, she kind of felt the vibe too, and then we kind of, slowly kind of just made our way from over by that side of the pool, you know what I mean? Because it was just like, I don't know what it is. It's like it's a certain energy that they kind of just want to pull you in.
I would have kept them going. Have absolutely no intention, but I would have kept them going. Even like, my wife got some nice tits. You don't say. I didn't even get a good look at them. Can I look at them again?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Oh.
I'd have been like, did she have them done? Who did them? How much was that per tit? Oh wow, that's interesting.
I'm dying. I am dying.
Well, speaking of which, and we're having too much fun with this episode, but as far as the last question I got for y'all, traveling with other couples, we kind of hit on this a little bit. But when you're traveling with other couples, now, full disclosure, us three, we have all traveled together. All right, we had a great time when we all went to New York. It was a good time. All right.
Yeah. We did, we had a good time. That was a nice little trip.
That's what I'm saying. So we have already done it collectively, right? But when you're thinking about traveling with other couples or past experiences with other couples, what are our thoughts?
So let me can I take this one first? So let me say, when we went to New York, I think the big thing was we were traveling with a purpose. So, it wasn't a whole lot of like idle, you know what I'm saying? We knew what we were there to do and all that kind of stuff. But traveling with other couples, I don't mind it. But what I don't like, don't give me an itinerary because you're not gonna plan my time, and
Mhm.
understanding that we don't have to do everything together. Like, please,
Preach,
y'all.
preach, preach.
That
If
part.
y'all want to go to dinner at some
That
restaurant, or you want to go on an excursion, by all means, go.
Do your thing. Go.
Please have fun. I want
take
to see the
pictures.
pictures when you come back.
Like,
We can talk
Mhm.
about it, but that doesn't mean we
Yes.
have to go. And so I think my biggest thing is, making sure that it's clear when traveling. We don't have to spend every waking moment together, because my wife and I, we love coffee shops. We love to get up early in the morning, go find a coffee shop, and I'm talking about, we don't mind 7 o'clock in the morning, we out the door, so, and I get everybody doesn't function that way, and that's perfectly okay. But that expectation of we gotta move, we gotta do everything to go, we going here, y'all wanna, no, we don't want to go. Like, go spend some time by yourself.
Mhm.
It's okay. So I think that's my only thing. But do I mind traveling with other couples? I do not. I'm very open to it, just as long, but I've learned now to kind of speak up, and yeah, not gonna plan every moment of the day. That's not gonna happen.
amen. What about you, Biggs?
Yeah, so I agree with her. What she says, like, it should be understood. Like, if we want to do our own thing, everybody should be fine with that. There should be no issues with that. So, I do have one thing I did kind of like learn when I was like traveling with another couple for the first time. Like, so we didn't really know. I think it was I go back to the Jamaica trip. Like, that was like one of our first trips, like traveling with another couple, right? And we didn't realize the tip thing. We was kind of like not really hip to that. Like supposed to bring like cash, like, you know what I mean. So that was kind of one thing that I learned from like another couple. Was just kind of like be a little bit more like open with the tip. Especially like it was like my first time like all inclusive. I'm not sure if everybody does all inclusives. Just kind of like I was a rookie in the game, so I was like, I was giving them. I was like, all right, here you go. You took my suitcase. Go about your business, bruh. You know what I'm saying? They was like, nah, you should try to do these things. So just for people out there, if it's like your first time, if somebody gives you like a tip or something like that, or like, gives you some game, like, just take it, and use it for the next time. Because you definitely was aware next time traveling out, I was like, all right, I'm gonna make sure I bring some cash and like tip them, and then there's no issues or whatever. So learning to I learned some things from another couple, so that was kind of dope, to kind of be able to say I did that with another couple and travel. So yeah, that
That's
was a
what's up.
positive thing. Yeah, so
That's what's up.
No, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You definitely pick up game. I think that's
yeah,
that's the cool part about it.
right.
But I'm with you though, Charlie. As far as like, I cannot stand it when you go with a group and, all right, I respect the itinerary, but don't expect me to stick to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do want that flexibility to be able to kind of do what I want to do with my wife, right?
Mm.
And I can't stand it when you put your foot down and you like, hey, you know what? Y'all do that. We're gonna do this, and then they cancel it. And it's like, now we can't do the activity because everybody can't go or everybody don't want to go. Man, if you're okay, goddamn, like,
Right.
Okay. I mean, because we still gonna go do whatever we was gonna do anyway. So,
but
Right.
it's like, but it's annoying because it's like, why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you letting us dictate that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you like, you making us feel like crap because we don't want to go?
I'm not gonna feel like crap, because again, that was a choice. So we all adults. Like, I'm not gonna feel bad because I was clear and you felt some type of way.
Ooh.
No, I made it clear. We don't have to do everything together. So, it is what it is. If you go off and cancel, that's on you. I mean, I hope you were able to get a refund or whatever if y'all prepaid or whatever. But nah, I'm not gonna apologize for wanting to enjoy my time in the way that I want to enjoy my time. That's the reason it's called a vacation. That means I'm vacating away from my normal life, which means that if I want to take it easy and I want to go lay out on the beach all day, that's my prerogative. You don't have to go,
Preach.
so people get too wrapped up in their feelings. And I think now, especially with traveling in groups, it's the optics. We want the photos. We want the, be able to post to social media and stuff. Man, get out of here. I thought you were on that trip. I was, but I was not there. I was not there with that. Yeah, like, what? Get out of here.
Everybody want to get back to the photos. Everybody want to get that photo op. You know what I mean? So it's like we here to just live in the moment. You know what I mean? Well, I don't really want to see my phone for real like that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Some days I just want to be on vacation. Like, leave me alone. I don't want to be. Why do I want to post on the gram to show them they ain't pay for this? You know what I mean? Like, I'll let you. If you ain't in my close friends, like, why am I showing you this? You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know.
And you're not technically, and rest in peace to PNB Rock. But we learned you ain't supposed to be, posting your location while you're there.
Anyway, right?
Anyway,
exactly.
Like,
you don't know when I was there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I still be posting stuff about Japan. Folks probably I'm back.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I know that's right. Well, folks, I think that this is a great conversation. We could go on about this for hours, but we want to make sure that you all understand that this is a relationship podcast. We want to hear from you all. We want to make sure that you have a place that you can come and ask us the questions, share any thoughts, questions, concerns, emotional outbursts. We'll take those too. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to tell you about how you can do that with our girl, Big Cuz Charlie Ray.
Big Cuz Charlie Ray. Yes, y'all. Listen, send us a message on any of our social media platforms. You can also email us. Oh, and I just forgot the email address. Was it Saturday morning? cleanupcrew@gmail.com.
There you go.
There it is. So feel free to send us an email. You can inbox us. We have TikTok. We also have Instagram. So you can hit us up the Saturday morning cleanup crew. And we'll get your questions answered for you. So we appreciate y'all for rocking with us and keep it coming.
We appreciate y'all patience too. Patience.
For sure.
But we back now.
Back.
Stay tuned.
Say it again, King. Say it with your chest.
Subscribe.
Hey, and just so y'all know, it's that time. Because we also back with the next playlist, our favorite segment here, our last segment here for this episode. We're going to do our Saturday morning mix here. And this time around, since we're on the topic of travel, we are going to be doing an airplane mode mix here. All right. So songs that make you think of travel, that get you in that vacation kind of mood, things like that. All right. So we're, of course, as you all know, we're going to do 3 apiece here. We're going to go 1 for 1 for 1. I know for me, I'll go ahead and I'll get us kicked off here. I'm going to start off with Lupe Fiasco, Paris, Tokyo.
Okay.
You know what I mean? A little international,
Okay. I'm gonna keep on that international run, and we're gonna go Meg Thee Stallion, Mamushi.
Ooh.
Look, she done went to Japan and came back anime. Look, I know that's right. I like it. But you,
so I'm gonna go. You could do it too, Pharrell. Because I feel like you could travel too. Mm-hmm. You could do the same thing that I'm doing. Mm-hmm. Just book the trip. That's all you got to do.
Look, what do you say? Never imagined to get my thrills from the PJ Will. Come on, man. Come on.
Yo, he was on one with that. He was on one.
I love it.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites, man.
Well, I'm gonna kind of stick with that too for my next one, and I'm gonna go Larry June and 2 Chainz and The Alchemist recent album Life Is Beautiful. I'm gonna go with the self-titled track life is beautiful, because it definitely is. And definitely gets me in a vacation kind of mode when I listen to that.
Yes. Beautiful, beautiful song.
I like it. I'm gonna go Doechii, Persuasive.
So
Because
persuasive. Hey.
how does it feel to be you?
How does it feel? Yeah, that's my joint right there.
Yo, shout out to Big Doe, man. Big Doe and Sizzle.
I think what I had did I think I'm gonna go Tyler the Creator's Safari. It's just the beginning of that song. He just sound like he on like a crazy just that in the chocolatas. You know what I'm saying? Just in you know what I mean. You ain't got your toes done up. You know what I mean?
Not the chocolatas.
You feeling real? You know what I mean? You going crazy?
Oh my goodness!
This that toe energy.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what
White
I'm saying?
toenail polish. I hear you.
Exactly.
Man. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and take it home for us. My last one. I'm gonna go. Rest in peace to Roy Ayers, and classic, man. Everybody loves the sunshine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it in the airport right now, and we're gonna go Outkast. So fresh, so clean.
Ain't nobody.
I don't know about you. You know, have a little book bag or my little carry on. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and then we getting it through the airport, and I'm looking fresh, smelling good, looking good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's so y'all. So look, real quick. When that shit drop, right? Don't you feel like so fresh and so clean? Like, I mean, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, literally, like, you feel like you just got out the shower.
The coolest mother on the planet.
It's a confidence. Like, you play that song, you walking through the airport, like it's like everybody else. That it's a hustle and bustle, but you moving through that thing slow motion. You got your stride. You, like I said, you looking good, you feeling good, you smelling good, well fed. Yeah.
Choice. Take it home for
Yeah, so I think so I thought I put it up here, but I'm gonna go K Tronada is witchy. You know what I mean? That's my house music vibe right there. I like to kind of, because usually when you go overseas or I'm sorry, I like to travel abroad sometimes. You know what I'm saying? When you go over there, they playing house music. They ain't playing hip hop 90% of the time. They playing house music. So, I love my house music, and K Tronada always take me there. So, it get me right for the vibe. So,
okay,
I love that one too. All right. Well, y'all know where y'all can find our playlist. All our playlists on Tidal. Make sure you check us out there. You can search by putting in IAX. Search by IAX, and you can find all our playlists there. But folks, that's it. It's a wrap. We appreciate y'all for waiting, the patience. It's much appreciated. For Rome Jones, DJ Biggs, Charlie Ray, we appreciate y'all. And see y'all for the next go around.
Let's get it.
Later.